Welcome back, Mental Breakthrough Crew, to the channel where we talk about all things mental health, recovery, and overall taking care of yourself. So today is a pretty significant day for me. Today marks 2,000 days in my mental health recovery journey. March 2020, I had a near-death experience from a mental health crisis that nearly took my life. And when I used to talk about that, I'd say it with guilt and shame and just look at the negative part of it. But overall, the positive part of it is that I've grown so much since then. One of the biggest significant changes is that I have this YouTube channel with the main purpose to bring mental health awareness to those who may be struggling, or just family members, or just anybody that we all need to know about mental health. We all need to know what it means to take care of your mental health. And for me, I just want to bring that awareness to anyone that I can, and just in hopes that someone will see that they're not alone, and just see that they have a purpose in this life, and just in hopes that no one gets to their lowest point like I did. And with that, I mean, 2,000 days is a long time, but it all took one day at a time. It took one day at a time to get to 2,000. And I've seen a lot of significant changes since then. And like I said, with the channel and the bringing mental health awareness, not only that, but just the way I interact with people, just the way that I share my story, and that I share hope with others around me. And I used to not have that hope. I used to have, sometimes I still deal with ideations, but it's not near as bad. I haven't been hospitalized in over a year now. Before then, I'd go nights using the crisis line, or using the 988 number, or just, reaching out on some of my worst nights. But now I have the tools to know that whenever I do have a bad night, whenever I am struggling, I have the tools that I know to at least try to get through those moments by myself, or with a family member or a friend before it gets into crisis mode. And so that's what I just want to share with you, is that if you are struggling, if you are in a bad moment, just know that it's going to pass. You're not going to stay in that moment forever. And even if you just have one day in recovery, that's something to be proud of. It's not a matter of stringing days together. It's not about having big milestones. It's just about day one. And today is 2,000 days for me, and that means a lot. But it all started with one day, and that's all we can start with. It's just to know that not even a day, but just a moment. It all starts one moment at a time. And if you do fall backwards, it doesn't mean you're starting over. It just means that you can pick up where you left off, and you can continue to grow as a person, grow in your mental health journey, whether it's addiction, mental health, just overall taking care of yourself, like I always say. And with September being Suicide Awareness Month, that's something I also want to bring awareness to, is that I know I haven't touched on it yet, but September is very important to me for that reason. And it should be something that we recognize daily, but September is set aside specifically for that. So, and if you or someone else that you know is struggling with suicidal thoughts, or just in a crisis situation, there are resources you can reach out to by dialing 988, and you can speak with someone who can help you through that. Or you can text 741-741, and just text the word HELP, HELP, and you can text with someone through that resource, and they'll just help you find what you need in order to de-escalate the moment, and just for you to find a better place. And I've used both of those resources, and both of those have been very helpful in just helping me come through a tough time. So I hope this resonates with somebody. So just know that you matter, you're important, and you're appreciated, and you're very much needed. So make it a great day, and we'll see you again next time.